Today I want to share a short quote from Neville Goddard with you, and this quote can be found in The Power of Awareness. And this quote alone can help you so much on your manifestation journey. And I want to read it 3 times to you because I really want you to think about this quote and I want you to feel into this quote. And I then want to give you my own personal perspective on it and how I use this quote, or let's say the content of this quote, in a practical way to manifest my dreams and how you can do the same. So here's what Neville Goddard says. Be still and know that you are that which you desire to be, and you will never have to search for it. I want to repeat this quote again. Be still and know that you are that which you desire to be, and you will never have to search for it. Be still and know that you are that which you desire to be, and you will never have to search for it. I truly believe that this quote is immensely powerful if you understand its meaning, and that's exactly what I want to explain right now, because what this quote says is that if you truly become what you want to be, if you become wealthy before the wealth arrives in your physical reality, if you become love, if you turn into love, if you vibrate at the frequency of love before the relationship is in your physical reality, that's when it can flow to you. If you become healthy, if you feel whole, if you feel like wholeness, then health can flow to you. You have to know that you are that which you desire to be, and then you don't have to search for it. In other words, then the synchronicities, the signs, the direct downloads, all these things will flow to you naturally and easily and so effortlessly. And now you might be asking yourself, yeah, Sebastian, that sounds great, but how do you actually know that this is true? How do you know that I just have to know deep in my heart that I am which I desire to be, and then I don't have to search for it, I don't have to look for it, and it will come to me? How do you know that this is true? Well, I know it from so many of my coaching clients who have joined the Abundance Reality Shift coaching program or who have worked with me in individual coaching and hypnosis sessions, and I also know it from my own personal experience. I mean, a couple of years ago, in fact about 4 years ago, I was bedridden, I was sick, I was physically, basically I was a physical wreck. After a surgery where a cyst was removed from my bladder, I developed severe nerve damage, I was constantly stressed, I was just bedridden, I couldn't really do anything, I couldn't stand up, I couldn't jump, I couldn't run, I couldn't do anything. And I then, before the first physical healing signs appeared, I practiced being still and knowing that I am which I desire to be. I knew that I wanted to be healthy again. I knew that I wanted to feel whole again. I knew that I wanted to jump again. I knew that I wanted to play basketball again. I knew that I wanted to go to the gym again. And that's exactly what I did in my imagination. And I did it in my imagination so often and so intensely, and that at some point I just felt whole. I felt wholeness, and that's when all the synchronicities, all the signs, all the serendipities were flowing to me, and that's when I then manifested my physical healing. I had to become wholeness before wholeness could then flow into my physical experience, and I don't want to downplay this process, don't get me wrong. This was hard. It was terribly hard in the beginning. It involved a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of dark nights of the soul. I had moments when I turned the knife towards me while I was cutting vegetables and I actually thought about ending it all. That's how low I got, and that's how many dark nights of the soul I had. But for some freaking reason, I didn't quit. For some reason, I just didn't give up. And then at some point, I was so still while meditating and so in this wonderful feeling of wholeness, and I pictured myself jumping again. I pictured myself doing a layup, playing basketball, jumping, enjoying my life and going to the gym, and at some point my body noticed, okay, you are now in this reality, and the universe also noticed, okie doke, you are in this reality, so this reality has to flow to you. And I applied the same exact principle to me manifesting a wonderful, loving relationship. And I actually manifested it kind of by accident because I had the goal of falling in love with myself. And I then, again, with this Neville Goddard quote, be still and know that you are that which you desire to be. I knew at some point that I was love because I practiced brain and heart coherence so many times. I practiced opening my heart. I felt more love than I've ever felt before, for my life, for the world, just for everyone. And then boom bada boom, naturally I met an amazing woman and now I'm in a fulfilling relationship. So you could say I kind of manifested her by accident, but it was also because I became love. I embodied love. And because of that, everything in my physical reality had to be a representation of love, had to be in alignment with this loving energy. And the same can be said for me manifesting financial abundance. I mean, I shared this with you in previous episodes. At the beginning, I was not successful at all. I mean, I made barely $1,000 a month. Sometimes, if I was really lucky back then, $1,500. And back then I was overworking myself. I was tired. And then, of course, when I experienced my physical breakdown, I couldn't work for a long period of time, and all I could do was, while lying in bed, every now and then working 1 hour, 2 hours maximum. And I can tell you, that was not an easy time. In fact, a lot of tears, a lot of crying, but I did everything that I could to feel more abundant. Even though I couldn't really move, I was still forcing myself in the morning in my blazer, when I was doing my 1 hour of work that I could do before I was completely exhausted. And this made me feel more abundant. And then at some point, my reality shifted slowly, very slowly, but steadily. And then it shifted more, I felt more abundant, it shifted more. And now that I mentioned the word slowly, actually, let me take that back, because I 20x'd my income in just 4 years. And if you ask me, that's an incredible achievement, because before my spiritual awakening, I didn't improve my income at all for a freaking decade. And now I 20x'd it within 4 years, and I know that you can achieve the same. In fact, that's why I created the Abundance Reality Shift coaching program for you, in which I share everything with you. Yes, also brain and heart coherence, which allows you to activate your center of creation, to activate that signal that allows you to actually send your intention out into the universe. This is also a part of the Abundance Reality Shift coaching program. This is actually something that we will practice together in coaching session number 3 of this coaching program. So if you're ready for more abundance, you can go to affirmation2manifestation.com/abundance or click on the first link in the description. And yes, I will share the exact manifestation process with you that I used to 20x my income in the Abundance Reality Shift coaching program. And in week number 1 and week number 2, we will make sure that you let go of past beliefs that are current beliefs right now, but very soon they will be past beliefs that are holding you back from stepping into your financially abundant future. And we will then make sure in a deep hypnosis that you embrace all these new powerful beliefs that we create together, and that you will from now on operate from a whole new paradigm, a paradigm of abundance, a paradigm of financial freedom. And I would be honored if you gave me the opportunity to help you on this journey, to guide you, to motivate you, to inspire you, and to make sure that you reach a state of pure abundance.